Alright, so. What's that? Who might you be? My name is Layton. I am a friend of the accused. Inquisitor Barnum, please allow me to confirm what you believe happened on the night of the crime. You claim the witch's scepter was made to disappear through the use of magic. Is that correct? Indeed, through the magic spell Demir. If possible, would you mind providing proof of this particular claim? What? You claim the scepter was not seen. Indeed, that is one possibility. However, a wise man must always consider every possibility. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? Can the Inquisition fulfill the request presented by the gentleman with the unusual hat? The Inquisition cannot honor this request for proof. If you are asserting that the accused is not a witch, then the burden of proof lies at the feet of the defender. Come on, it's the prosecutor Inquisition's job to prove that a crime was committed. As I thought. Indeed, it would appear the accepted method of thinking in this world differs greatly from our own. How regrettable, Sir Apprentice Baker. And you, Sir Dark Hat. Robble, robble, robble.
Because of the bottom, sir, if you require it, I stand ready to lend my testimony.
Would anyone care to purchase any pre-testimony flowers? I've got a lovely array of bewitching lilies.
Snowy and I will not be dismissed so easily. We came here to expose the identity of this witch. Isn't that right, Precious?
A witch's scepter, you say? Yes, I know of such a scepter. Allow me to elucidate the matter.
What do you think, Inquisitor Barnum? The witnesses appear to have something to say on the subject. Very well.
Most honorable witnesses, I grant your request to testify once more. Tell the court all you know regarding this Telea Magica. Ooh, well, somehow managed to keep the trial going. I owe you one, Sir Dark Hat.
Please, Mr. Wright, Mr. Layton will suffice for the time being.
Alright, more witness testimony about the Telea Magica. When I saw her, the witch was carrying a large milk bucket in one hand and a lantern in the other.
The girl had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted in a strange way.
I got a good look at her hand, and it looked for certain that she was gripping something.
The witch was holding a scepter in her right hand. She did not drop it once before she was apprehended.
I see. The accused hand was contorted in a strange way. I do believe this is quite an important piece of testimony.
I saw it. I most certainly saw it. She was holding an invisible scepter.
We saw it too. It was the girl up there, without a doubt.
Eyes, well, these old eyes don't see as well as they once did, but I witnessed the hazy, blurry form of the accused quite clearly.
Don't tell the court you're blind.
My eyesight is as sharp as the edge of my trusty blade. A toy sword. How fascinating. Although I wonder if he understands the implications of that analogy on his vision. Sir Baker, you may proceed with your interrogation.
Mr. Layton's giving me another chance. I can't let it go to waste.
Cross-examination.
Alright.
Hold it!
The large lantern you mentioned is this one, correct?
There's no mistaking it. That fiendishly fiendish form with its case darker than the darkest of nights. That was the lantern.
It's just a normal lantern.
What is this? It would seem the glass is shattered. And there seems to be a sizable amount of mud stuck to it. On closer inspection, it appears mud has stuck to the broken sections of glass. Most intriguing.
So then, when exactly did the lantern get mud all over it? By the way, witness, you also saw a milk bucket, is that right?
Indeed, I would bet my sword on it.
And yet that milk bucket mysteriously vanished from the scene of the crime. How many times must I say it, Sir Apprentice Baker? The problem is the Black Lantern.
That girl had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Her hand was contorted.
Hold it! She had the lantern hanging from her wrist. Are you sure?
Of course we're sure. If that wasn't it, then how else would the girl manage to hold her invisible scepter?
Ma'am, please, just testify about what you actually saw.
Whew. Well, we just said what we saw. Isn't that right, Snowy?
Indeed, the handle was wide, as it could easily be hung from the accused's small wrist.
Yes, that's what we were telling you. Isn't that right, Mummy's little snowball?
It's no good. They're all bent on assuming Espella was holding that scepter.
It seems it may be best not to pursue this particular line of questioning any further.
Well, that's just super. Alright, I got a good look at her hand, and it looked for certain that she was gripping something. Hold it! What exactly was the defendant gripping? It was, that's right, it was something cane-like. What was it called? A witch's scepter? Yes, it was definitely that. Objection! Whoa, wait, Miss Kira, you didn't actually see it, did you?
Witness? This cane-like object, was it perhaps roughly this size?
Oh, why, yes, it was exactly that size. Oh my god, leading the witness. It's no good, they're all been on assuming Espella was holding that scepter. I see it, maybe best not to pursue. Alright. Well, one more to push. Hold it! Let me get this straight. There was no way for you to see this invisible scepter, was there?
Well, no, it's common sense, boy. One cannot see what is not there to be seen.
In that case, there was also no way you could tell whether or not she might have dropped the scepter.
Oh, well, these old eyes of mine honed in on her hand like a hawk until they couldn't see straight. The young lady was most certainly holding an invisible scepter in her right hand, while at the same time also carrying the lantern. Or do you perhaps possess some piece of evidence to suggest that she dropped the scepter?
There hasn't been any evidence so far to suggest Espella was holding the scepter.
Evidence suggesting the scepter was dropped? Now that's an interesting idea. Huh? If Espella did not have the scepter in her hand, it would have been impossible for her to have used any magic.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I don't suppose, might there be a piece of evidence that could prove this? Something to prove that Espella was not holding the scepter at the time of the murder.
In other words, evidence to show that even if Espella had been holding the scepter, she would have dropped it.
Is everything alright, Mr. Wright? The truth about what happened in that brief instant will likely decide Espella's fate.
After everything, yeah. So it's gotta be the fourth guy that we contradict. Okay, I got it. I just figured it out. Check this out, and I'll show you. Follow my line of reasoning here. I get the feeling this is going to be correct. Where's the photo? Where is the photo? Look at this thing. We can't look at the photo again? Then I can't show you what I want to show you if I can't show you the photo again. But yeah, they're not letting me. Objection! What did I do? I presented a piece of evidence by accident I didn't mean to present. Shit! Well, that sucks. I didn't mean to do that. Damn it, I know what I gotta do. Ugh. I wanted to show you in the picture how there's no way the lantern could pass through an invisible scepter, but I can't see the picture now. They won't let you fucking see it. So what I need to do is present the lantern here, because remember the lantern's broken and covered in mud? How did it fall and touch the ground if she was holding an invisible scepter in her hand? It would have got stuck on the scepter.
Objection!
There. How annoying. There's a high probability that Miss Cantabella was not holding the scepter. But if, for the sake of argument, she had been holding it, she would undoubtedly have dropped it at the same time of the incident. What do you mean? What I mean, Inquisitor Barnum, is that this lantern proves the defendant was not holding the scepter.
Objection!
What foolishness are you spouting, Sir Prentice Baker? The lantern's handle was around the Aku's wrist.
Objection!
Meaning, she could have held the scepter? I'm afraid that's not the problem here, Inquisitor Barnum. The problem is with the broken glass and the mud plastered all over it. What? The rain had ended just as the murder was taking place. That would take the path fairly muddy, don't you agree? Now I can see the picture again. Gee, thanks. When the thieves grasped Miss Cannabella by the arm, the lantern must have fallen in the mud.
The lantern.
Fell into the mud?
Why, of course. That makes sense, doesn't it, my little snowy wowie?
Well, what do you say, Inquisitor Barnum? She was holding the scepter at the time. Yup. I mean that when she dropped the lantern, the scepter would have fallen along with it. Aha! What's going on? Inquisitor Barnum seems speechless. The defenders managed to turn the thing around, even though he's just some baker. No way! Pay the witch's accomplices no heed, they're just trying to trick you. Barnum! 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 Aww.